Okay, welcome guys, welcome. It's been looking at Age Wonders 4 yet again because we have the new Griffon update. It's just hit open beta into, and I'm just downloading it right now. You can sort of see through here, downloading the data. We're at 1.1 gigabytes of 1.2, 98%, about 38 seconds to go. So anyway, let's have a quick look at this, what this one does actually bring in. So I thought we'd actually play as one of the new Warlock classes and just sort of see how that actually works. I'm not exactly sure how that actually does it, but there's... It's an open beta for the Griffon update. This is coming before the actual release of the Griffon update in about a month's time, a bit less than a month, is when that's going to be coming, along with the Archons, which were my sort of like my favourite faction of the early Age of Wonders games. I used to love those. Just the way that they sort of played. They were always they were the only ones back then that actually had like sort of like really giant units inside that you'd actually then go and play as, which I really enjoyed. And I'm trying to think if that was actually part of the base game or just a mod that I used to play. I used to love playing them. I'll just move my chat around a little bit and just get it all set up. Okay. So anyway, so it says while it doesn't have any big reworks like the Toga and Ogre updates, there's tons of cool new features. It's actually, for me, it sounds like there's a lot of good stuff. So they're talking about now floors, hero class updates, etc. The brand new Warlock class, extra faction data, and AI starting bonuses with our new open betas. We're set out for two things, big benefit. Yeah, so they're now actually using the Steam open beta, which is what we're going to be looking at, to actually sort of get feedback. So expect it to be, like it may not be very stable. So just expect that one. Hi Thomas, how you going? So it's I've been away actually for the last 4 days on a cruise with my wife. So we sort of, she found a... like a cruise had been sort of like where it had been drastically reduced in cost, so she booked it. It would have been about sort of 6 months ago or something. So just got back yesterday actually. Sort of so we've I was pretty tired, but it was actually yeah, had a good night's sleep last night. But it was it was really good actually. Had a really good time. It was really good fun and. Yeah, so it's sort of yeah, we tend to like cruising, but we don't. I really don't like being around a lot of people, and cruises you just can't escape from people. So so we sort of found the quiet spots on the ship, and that was sort of that, which was good. Hi Supreme Plague, how you going? Yeah, so anyway, leaving feedback, etc., getting into the beta, what do you need to know, blah blah blah, just how to actually do it. And then we've got the actual notes in through here. So. Let's have a bit of a look and see what's going on. So yeah, I haven't really played much since we left to go on the cruise. So I know there's a lot of things that are coming out. I've got like a note of games that are releasing. Like I've got that on my desktop. So there's a few games that I can actually start to play now, which I've actually sort of had in my list. But when I saw the Griffon update, I thought I've got to play this. We've got to have a look at this, and of course, we're less than a month away now from the release of the Archons, which I'm really looking forward to. So highlights: quality of life, multi-stack movement. So select up to 6 stacks and give them a combined move order. Units will try to end their turn as close as possible to the stack leader. Wow, that's actually really cool to maintain the same movement type. The dark orange move paths will show where each stack will end up in their turn. That's actually, these are little quality of life. It says their quality of life, and so that's actually really good. So you select up to 6 stacks while holding Shift or pressing the right joystick. Okay, right joystick, right mouse button. I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah, right joystick. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't have a joystick on this computer anymore. I've got a joystick, but just not connected. But I don't. But it is on the right hand side, so maybe that one. No, I'm being facetious. View army information, give orders. Yeah, blah blah blah. Armies will try to. Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, notification updates. We'll maybe just sort of skim past. Added a notification setting interface where you can disable notifications you don't wish to receive. So rework diplomatic notifications to take you to a smaller confirmation screen where the option to go full screen diplomacy interface will go back to the game, instead forcibly taking you to the full screen. Yep, shop arrival, hero destiny, free city meet, and player defeated. Events are now notifications rather than opening up automatically. I don't mind them, to be honest. Remove several notifications when entering an infestation's domain. Yeah, they're annoying. That's actually good. That's good. When completing a city upgrade, when hurrying the production of that upgrade, number of diplomatic notifications you would receive directly after taking that action. Yep, call to war, accepted, declined notification. Yeah, okay, that's good. So just little things. These are little things. persistent forged weapons. Now there's a small chance that items you made in the item forge show up in future sessions as well. Not that I can remember what I get, so just sort of see how we go. So Spring Playing saying, been watching a bit of Rimworld with the new DLC. Really looks like a great concept. Yes, yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back to that actually. So but I'd almost played that, but then I thought, this one has literally just come out. It came out, I think, within the last couple of hours. So I thought, look, I'll play this. It's topical. It's new. It's new. Okay, new content in the Pantheon. Okay, so I do actually have some points that I can spend in the Pantheon. 3 banner items, 2 ruler helms, 4 giant king exclusive customization, 4 7 item forge infusions. They're worth getting. There's a lot of those. 1 society trait. Okay, so every 10th turn your units gain aligned stars, granting 100% critical hit chance. That's going to be hard to manage. I mean, I like to get these traits, just to have them unlocked. We might have a look at those and just see what's actually there. Features, new content, flaws, and interradiance. So flaws are a new type of form trait that introduce meaningful drawbacks to your form. Unlike typical traits, flaws add points rather than costing them when selecting. So vulnerable to physical. There we go. So you get -2 defense, incompatible with tough. Okay, here we go. This looks good. Geez, this looks really good, actually. Now you can set up your hobbits to be hobbits. Finally we've got actual... well, I've always thought the hobbits in Age of Wonders 4 were pretty good. They were terrible in Age of Wonders 3, but in Age of Wonders 4, this is actually very, very cool. And now you've got vulnerable to magic for your orcs and things like that. Uncooperative, 10% chance to fumble attacks when while adjacent to a friendly unit. Incompatible, careless. Weak constitution, so 50% less strategic healing. Coward, morale loss is increased by 25%, and inner radiance, incompatible with inner fire, frost, lightning, poisonous. So +3 spirit resistance, melee attackers sustain 3. That's a defensive one. That's a new defensive one. Okay, so that's actually, there's flaws there. 6 flaws. Okay, well, that's actually interesting. Now, yeah, that's actually very, very interesting. So that's actually pretty cool. Age of Supreme Plague is saying, I know the Daz can't resist Age of Wonders. Kind of understand why. It's an incredible game. Hi, Sithel. I do like the new Flora. Yeah, this is really, really cool. This I hope that these become, and this is actually base game stuff too, by the way. So I'm sort of hoping that these get added into the current group. Magic Hero classes are getting their theme and mechanics split into to create new classes that are more effectively cover their associated themes. So hero classes, these changes increase the variety of mage type heroes that show up during the game and improve replayability. So we've got hero class Elementalist, Ritualist, Warlock. So this is a new one. So they did reworks of the other 2, and now we've got Warlock is a hero class. Okay, Warlocks are debuff and undead experts. Curse Warlocks focus on using powerful debuffs to weaken their opponents. Necromancy Warlocks empower undead summons they raise during battle. We could play a Necromancer. The weakened one it would be good as well. Okay, so a new feature, extra faction data. So we've now got, expanding custom factions with the new advanced settings menu to give players more control over how their custom factions behave when controlled by their AI. Okay, so that's just going to be AI stuff. Added city list names. That's interesting. Okay, new feature. One thing I wish that they would, I just was thinking before, if you could actually name the individual units, not just the heroes, that would be pretty cool as well. Combat difficulty. When introducing combat difficulty as a replacement for handicaps, these profiles change the behaviour and difficulty of the combat. AI to make tactical combat feel more balanced, dynamic and satisfying. Difficulty can be selected for rulers, free cities and marauders independently. Okay, that's pretty cool. Forgiving, less focus on, challenging, default. Focus on killing low level, and challenging plus, same setting as challenging, deals 20% more damage. I'm happy enough with challenging, to be honest. I'm thinking that that's actually, that's fine. But it is there if people really are masochistic, or masochistic. You got sadistic there if you want to have forgiving. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know whether to play with these or not. Anyway, that's actually good that you can split them between the different groups as well. That's a lot of good stuff there. Updates change how AI are affected by the city cap. AI is now allowed to exceed the cap by an X amount of cities based on difficulty. Okay, that's good. That's actually not bad at all. And support for the AI to focus more on magical material. Yeah, so this is actually good. Okay, this is good. So the AI is, reduced chance of the AI choosing the standard negative markers such as poison, increase the chance. So again, just tweaking all the way through. I won't read out all of those. So art, updated Arctic City sprawl for every culture so it doesn't look untextured. Well, there's another thing we could test out, I guess. Combat spells and abilities both have a positive and negative effects will now show. Okay, that's good. Buffs and debuffs. Okay, so buff for lifesteal now heals per attack rather than per unit hit. So that's for the multi-hit weapons. That's interesting. I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe you just have to get one of your 3 hits and then you get lifesteal kicks in. Maybe that may be how that one works. Excuse me. It's easier to manage, I guess. Buff seal. Static charge. Decaying reworked combat map. Web obstacles are now ignored by units with swift. Slowing markers were now okay. Reduced foliage near combat deployment zones in various nature maps. Cultures barbarian. Now, so the war shaman has Kindle Resolve and Fury shoot bow. Increased damage from 10 to 12. Okay, just little things in through here. Dark Warrior increased hit points from 60 to 70. Okay, that's pretty cool. Industrious. Now prospect provinces that are owned by other rulers. Okay, that's interesting. Mystic, unit summoner. Okay, Reaver, Dragoon. Yeah, so they've made a whole lot of little ads added on in through there. Added 3 pre-made faction: Taylor, Rupster, and Lithal. Wizard King is now added upon completion of Rexolus. Okay, that's the if you play the other maps. Giant Kings are now rare by default. Okay, that's cool because they seem to always be everywhere at the moment. So that's actually good. Society traits here: Free City. Vassals now share their magic materials from Transmutation Circle with their overlords. Okay, so it looks like there's things just making things a bit more interesting, I guess. So there's a lot of changes there to all of the various groups. Infestations, all the infestations now have a relation component that allows them to be neutral towards players. That's interesting as well. Infestations do not attack or pillage province improvements from the player, they're neutral do. Okay, so how do they become neutral? Infestations play through the effect of a spell are now neutral to the player. This affects Incite Rebellion and Umbral incursions as well. Okay, so add an option to disable. There's a whole lot of interface ones. I won't read through all of those. We'll just discover them as we go. Item Forge can now separate into Pantheon blueprints, so you can actually sort of save them away. Modding, multiplayer, onboarding, Pantheon. Wow, there's a lot of stuff, isn't there? Different tomes as well. So there's lots of things actually back in through there. Chaos, Materium, Nature. Wow, there's a heap of tome changes. I love that they're just tweaking away all the time. Okay, Elite no longer give 10% extra damage. I gotta say I did like the way that as they were ranking up, there was more meaningful to actually have to keep your guys alive, which I always did enjoy. Support updates, yeah, that's okay. So there's lots and lots of changes in through there as well. World map, okay, we're nearly at the end. Improve random leader selection to improve the distribution between surface and underground. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't know who to play as, but I definitely want to play as one of the new Warlocks. I don't know whether to play a Curse Warlock or a Necromancer Warlock. And I'm guessing that's where we sort of get it. Story Realms, Tomes, yep, Tome of the Demon Gate when drafting internal. Is this new stuff? What's this one? Fixes. Oh, they're just fixes. Okay. All right. Well, map. Okay, that's really cool. Actually, that looks very, very cool. So let's get into it. I'll just read a few more of the comments in through here. Got to go. Just wanted to say hi back. Tenor is saying, hey Daz, is it that time again? Pretty much, yeah. There's been a big update. It's in open beta, so it's there's a Griffon. The Griffon beta has just hit, so yeah, that's going to be available for everyone to play right now. Okay, so Enixum is saying cool stuff here. I didn't catch everything. I'm hoping they add something like a Paladin or Cleric class, especially since they're doing Angels DLC. Yeah, I'm thinking that would be probably what will come. I would assume. I'm thinking the same sort of thing, to be honest, because like Paladin would actually work very, very well with the Archon update. That would be very, very cool. Hi Thor, how are you going? Saying hi Daz. Just a quick question. Do you have a schedule for your Monday strategy news Mondays? I don't really know. It should be it's from when I wake up on. Well, it's my Tuesday morning, and I was away on that cruise yesterday, so I didn't actually do yesterday's, but yeah, so they should always be on the Monday, and yeah, so but I wasn't here yesterday. So sometimes I've done them a day later or earlier if there's a lot of news to sort of cover that I think is important, but generally sort of I tend not to sort of worry too much about it. Okay, anyway, let's open the game up and see how we go. So we'll just go and close that one down. Close that one down, and Age of Wonders 4, in we go. Now, we were sort of partway through a game. I just really had the back end of a game that we were playing. Now, I've got the playset of no mods, which I think is a safe one for us to use. So we're just going to go with that one at the moment, which has got no mods at all. So we'll just go into vanilla. And we'll have a look and see. Now, do we play Cursed Warlock? I always try to shy away from Necromancer because it was done to death when it first came out, and you know, I was no exception. But I haven't played it for a long period of time to go undead. But yeah, I'm unsure. Just skip past all this stuff. Funny, I thought I'd turned that off. So this is who we were playing before. Now, I probably won't muck around with the Pantheon just yet while this is in open beta. I wouldn't like to lose my... Actually, I've got 0 points there. Got 0 Pantheon points. Alright, so I've got a few little things. What's the additions in here? It'd be good if they allowed you to zoom in on these a little bit. Got Druid Cape, Ranger Crown. Looking for the society traits. Zebra mount. Okay, society traits. These are the various daggers and stuff. What are the society traits? Where do they end up now? I thought they were in amongst here. It's a Geomancer crown. Warlock culture trait. Now that one is Warlock culture trait. Unlock chosen destroyers to choose for your faction. Warlock. I wonder if that's Warlock's crown. So I've actually got all the Warlock stuff anyway. The stuff that sort of is listed as Warlock. I think that may have just been called that previously. I don't think that's anything sort of new. Yeah, there was supposed to be another trait. These are Keeper's Helmet, Marauder's Helmet. Where would it be? So Berserker Exponent saying, yeah, the new changes to Call Animal is so nice. So I haven't seen that one, actually. But anyway, we'll just see... yeah, so Alternate Drums saying, thank you so much for the video about Slytherin's 25 years. I really needed something like that. I learned a lot. Sometimes it takes someone to reveal the hidden gems. Yeah, look, to be honest, when I was actually doing that, I was surprised myself. That video was so much fun to put together. And when I started, I didn't know how I was going to actually structure it. And then I actually have a program that allows me to put together timelines. And from when I used to do a fair bit of cartooning and stuff like that. So I always I had it as one of the tools that I used for sort of planning stories and stuff like this. And anyway, it's perfect for just going through the 25 years. And I was surprised at just how much there was. And I actually didn't include everything. Like, there was a lot of DLCs that I just skipped over or didn't even include in that particular list. And there was just an amazing array of games. It was incredible, actually, looking at what Slytherin had done over those years. Well, I'm not seeing the traits. These are infusions back over through here. He did mention that there was another trait. I mean, these are the traits in through here. These ones that look like this, I think. Yeah, the perfectionist. So it should look like it's got like a bit of a background to it. And I'm thinking I might unlock it if we can. Just having a quick look to see if there's any with background. Unlock. Astrological diviners to choose for your faction. They study the stars, channel their blessings. Okay, this is the one. This is the one here. Okay, so this is the new one. So to get to that, every 10th turn your units gain aligned stars. Non-hero units drafted, recruited or summoned during the 10th turn permanently gain born under the stars and city structures. So every 10th turn you've already got a plan for it. Okay, wow. Okay, so that's actually interesting. City structures and special province improvements completed during the 10th turn grant 100 knowledge. God, how would you plan for that? I think that's the only one left of those special ones that I've got to get. So to get to that one there, the quickest way is going to be to come down to here. So we need 1, 2, 3, or there, 4. So I need 4 points. I should be able to almost get those, I think, with the with what I actually have already. There's customization options back in through there. Yeah, I don't know whether to rush for that one now. Maybe look, we're trying to do this one, so let's just go back and we'll just go and quit back out of that one. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to start to close off some of my current games. Just press escape. And if I go to load game, so this one here, we're at turn 92, we're so close to finishing, but if I go and delete, or if I can just go in and start to play these, I think I can just, rather than delete the session, always want to just go through and actually, I'll just load the save, and then resign. I'll just resign a few of these just to get enough points to hopefully get the 4 Pantheon points required to go and get it. I thought I had some Pantheon points there. Escape. Surrender. We're going to win anyway. And that one. Okay. Share the journey. Blah, blah, blah. Done. Yeah, how many Pantheon points did we get from that one? 5. That's all we need. Okay, I will spend them. We'll spend them right now. So we just go across to the rewards, and there we go. So we can go and grab the crown, the Archon's helmet. Then we've got either overcharged cast item ability, so unlocks the overcharged cast item infusion. Can be applied to the following items: staff, wand. Okay, then we've got this one over through here. Is unlocks the innate spelljammer item infusion. Can be applied to the following items: trinket. I like the idea of that one. And then we can now unlock astrological diviners. So that's going to be a new society trait. I'll leave one point there just in case it's something that we particularly want. Just go back. I love how they're fleshing all that out. But it'd be good if you could just zoom in a little bit to see what's going on. Just going to click on done. You've got 1 point left.
Choose your destination.
You may be able to get rid of a few others as well. So I'll just go back out just to do a bit of cleaning up. If I just go back into load. So what I don't want to, I can now delete this this session. Confirm, and anything that's turn 1 is not going to have points. Turn 11, there could be those. Turn 6, turn 85. I'm not sure if I've actually done those. I'll just leave them where they are. Anyway, that's going to be fine. So, new game. In we go.
Choose your destination.
We do have to. Let's have a quick look forward and just sort of see what we end up with. We'll do a bit of a random map and just see how we go. So if we go to Unknown Realm, just start that way. So we'll go relative map size medium, 5 players. I think that's okay. Difficulty custom. Now we do actually have. So custom is now. I wonder where that is. Go to advanced settings in through here. Yeah, combat AI challenging, AI difficulty normal. We might change that one. Realm factions. Just go and cancel that. If we go to hard and then have a look at it at the advanced settings, that then changes it to yeah, that's fine. That's actually fine. So that's about where I want that to be. So that's going to be okay. We'll just cancel that one. And then we've got classic turns, unknown traits will just be normal. That will be affecting what we see in through here. This seems to be a lot more than what we had before. There weren't any other traits that came in. Looks like we just got more choices for what they could then be, I think. If we go to customize realm, actually I'll just randomize. Yes, we get random traits in here. Yes, it does fill. It can fill them right up. All right, let's just go back. Yeah, don't think there's anything new in these. There's a lot of them now, though. Gee, this game just improves and improves. Just go back out again.
Choose your destination.
Let's go to Unknown Realm. Difficulty again. I don't know why it's not remembering that hard is what we had chosen. We didn't go forward. That's probably why. Select the complexity of traits that are picked for unknown traits of this realm. I'll leave it on normal. Simple I tend to like, just because it doesn't then make make the world almost unplayable for some factions. But let's just leave it on there and just see how we go. Just go next. Would you like to say this custom realm? I'll say no.
Your journey starts here.
Now we did actually have Pantheon points. What that is there. These are I think we had already made those. These are the ones that we have all made over the years. But the library, you did mention there was a couple of extras that had been added into it, and wouldn't mind just having a quick look and see what they actually are. Maybe at the bottom. No, I'm not seeing it there. No, they're sort of all over the place, aren't they? They're just added in everywhere. They shouldn't have any like there shouldn't be any requirement for DLC with the new additions that they've actually got. First Elves. That wasn't one of them. No, I'm not seeing it there. These are all the ones without requiring anything else there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure which ones they actually are. Necron the Risen. Yep, no, that's okay. All right, so we'll go and, of course, create our own faction. To sort of see what they actually had. So, I think we'll play as a vanilla faction. So, and if we chose the, we might even choose that new hard one actually to see how it goes. So, Sith was saying hi, and I think that they added more traits before. Okay. So, and Atlas Millen saying games are cool. They are indeed. So you start saying human. Yeah, we could do that just for something nice and simple. Actually, I do tend to often choose the old originals anyway. I do like them. Humans will be fine. Let's just go and choose humans. Now we do actually have the traits. So we had some extra traits, and I've forgotten what they actually are. So we've actually now got we've got negatives. I wouldn't mind playing with some negatives. I almost wouldn't mind playing as orcs. They're not putting the negatives in here yet. Hoping they do at some point. Yeah, if we play with those arcane guys, orcs aren't going to be useful doing that one. The elves would sort of work sort of that way. Humans will. Let's just play with humans. Just go to the traits. So here's the new flaws. So we can't use uncooperative. So this is incompatible with defensive tactics, which is what we've currently got. So you can see there. So I like this as well. They've actually really sort of added a few other ones. Vulnerable to magic. And we constitution there. It's funny, the note said -2 defense. It's only -1. That's actually, I don't mind that. I think that sort of is probably better than the -2, but anyway, we'll sort of see how that one goes. Coward. Morale loss is increased by 25%. That's a lot, actually. And careless. Defensive mode gives -1 defense and -1 resistance. Again, that works well with the orcs. So if we weren't playing as a warlock, we could definitely make a pretty cool warlock, pretty cool orc with careless and even vulnerable to magic, to sort of get it so that they're really, really weak with other things, but we could really then buff them up in other ways. I don't know if there's any of these actually would really apply to humans, to be honest. So I'm thinking we just leave that one alone, the flaws. It's just interesting to sort of see them there. If you just go back into utility, what have we got? We've got adaptable. So these non-hero units gain 20% experience. That's actually a very, very powerful one. And we've got fast recuperation. Regenerated additional 10 plus 10 hit points per world map turn. That's worth 2 points. If I go and get rid of that, it just doesn't seem human. It doesn't seem like a human trait. So I'll leave that one off. Let's go back to defense. So in defense, what they've got is the defensive tactics. So units become tough when standing next to allies. I don't mind that one. That seems to be fairly cool. We've still got 2 points to spend. Now I think if we go back to a mount, these are got mount masters, and the rest of these are actually three all the way through. And I wouldn't mind them to actually have like a different mount. We've got mount masters in through there. So mounted units are more common. Let's just go do additional units become cavalry. I don't remember seeing that one before. Still got 1 more point to spend. And adaptations, we don't want to get any of these at this point in time. Although the Arctic would be interesting. So yeah, but not with knowing what we've actually got. So I'll just make sure we don't use any of the adaptations. For offense, they're all worth 2 points. Got hardy. So how many creatures in this planet can survive with an injury? There ain't many. I feel health regeneration is very valid for humans. I think cavalry is more. It would be better though. For me it feels better than the other. Hardy, I could do that one and get +8 hit points, make them stronger. I think that would work. Sharp eyes, none of those. Adaptable, we've already got. Cheerful, cold-blooded, I don't need any of those. Cold-blooded is just going to be morale loss, is reduced by 50%. Yeah, I'll keep the mounts where they are. Yeah, I think think the only one we can really do is something like Hardy. I think I'm happy with that. Like that way we end up with more humans on horseback, which for me sort of makes it sound about right, I think. Is it the beta branch? Yes, it is indeed. So, and Reinhardt's saying, hi all, is there a new update DLC out or just a major patch? It's the beta of the next major patch, which will be coming out in less than a month's time. I'm guessing this patch will hit at the same time as the Archon update. So that's sort of where and we're just looking at the changes that have come in through here. So we'll confirm that. People's forms, so we'll just go and select. So we've now got a fair few of these sort of in a row there.
What is their origin culture?
Now, we do want to go, I think we do want to sort of choose them as being fairly magical. Which way should we go? Mystic would probably be the style. Dark. If we go Necromancer, and the Dark, I know that Dark had some changes done with their main sort of warrior group. These become more like berserkers. Sarah saying health regeneration also means less downtime. Yeah, I know it does. I know it does. But it's one of those things. I'm trying to play thematically, not min max. So I'm sort of less interested in min maxing with this. Now we're going to be playing as a dark warlock, as a warlock, and either necromancer or curse. And we're going to be also playing that where things actually come through. Every 10th turn we end up with a big boost. I'm thinking Dark would actually then go and work. Mystic would as well. Okay, well, it's this one here. Click the Astral. Use Echo Infusion to rank up your magic origin units rapidly. Attunement. So Starblades. It's not bad. Collect Astral Echoes through exploration and research. Use Astral to cast spells beyond their normal limits with attunement. I might go even that way. I haven't played this one for a long time. It seems to be sort of working. If we go this way, we could still play Necromancer if we wanted to. Excuse me, and Reinhardt saying, Annette, can you highlight the most relevant changes? Well, it's sort of, there's nothing mind-blowingly big like there has been in the previous ones, but there's now flaws. We're not using the flaws, but we've changed, so we've actually got more sort of mounts. Now, is that going to, would Dark would possibly be better with the, just thinking with the new mounted units. You know, I'm tempted to just play Dark again. Yeah, I think that for cursing and that, I think I'll go and select Dark. Alright, so we have 2 trait points. Now we have the new one that just came in, the Astrological Diviners. Every 10th turn your units gain aligned stars. New hero units drafted, recruited or summoned during a 10th turn permanently gain Born Under the Stars. So city structures and special provinces completed during a 10th turn grant 100 knowledge. So let's go and throw that one in. This is new. It's just come in with this particular one. And which way should we do this? I'm just going straight down to the evil ones. So we've got Powerful Evokers. Scions of Evil. Cities gain +10 draft. Silver Tongued, no. Umbral Disciples. I don't mind that as well. Start with an extra battle mage unit or support unit. Let's do that one. Powerful Evokers along with the Astrological Diviners. So yeah, that's going to be a difficult one to make use of. So we need to be aware of that every 10th turn that actually then becomes something that's. I wonder if our units start off with that. That would be pretty cool. All right, let's go and select that.
Choose your first tone of magic.
Now it wants to go Cryomancy, and I almost don't mind this. for what we're doing with the White Witches and stuff. There's no new tomes with this one. There's necromancy. Now we have to sort of almost choose between Tome of the Tentacle as well is another good one for us. I do like this a lot, playing as the with the dark start with the Conjure Tentacle. I think I'll select this one here. It's a bit middle of the road, so we'll just go that way.
What is your ruler's origin?
I'm assuming that this is where we can then go and build up a Warlock. The new Warlock is a new class of a different type of ruler. So Wizard King, a powerful wizard seeking dominion over a new realm. I think that sort of works. Let's just go and select that one. I don't know if we select it here. I'm assuming we do.
Reveal yourself.
Yeah, here we go. Select a class, Warlock. And so this is now this is a new class that we now actually have. So the Warlocks are debuff and undeath experts, using powerful debuffs and empowering undead summons they raise during battle. So that will sort of work it fairly well. Again, I love the overall look of what the game does. With these sort of humans, they can be pretty evil. So select starting equipment. We've got a poison orb, staff of bright, fire orb, staff of fire, frost orb. And we've got a mount there as well. What do we end up getting there? Poison orb also gives us a mount. Fire orb, we get a mount. Staff of fire. The staffs we don't. Lightning orb. I think we'll go frost orb. We'll just start that way. I mean, it's only low level anyway. If we go and choose the physical, not the physical form, but the pose, we can then sort of see what they've actually got. So that's his actual equipment. I'm happy enough with the overall look of everything, to be honest, so we don't need to sort of go through all of that. They've changed all this some time back. Yeah, the outfit, the armor color, I'm happy enough with as well. The not so much the colors in here. So I'll choose this one into a darkish sort of color. And what should we do? Shadow affinity. Sort of keep on gravitating towards frost. We may end up going that way. Let's choose the helmet. The crowned helm. Okay, so we'll just go that way. And I'm happy enough with those colours. I sort of was thinking maybe purple, but I choose purple so often for these sort of starts. I'll go black. Yeah, I'll just go back to that one. Alright, that'll be us. Done. So we'll select this. Oh, the capes. We did actually unlock a new cape. Was that it there? I forget. It's not telling us the name of the cape. There was one that we unlocked that was a Warlock cape, but I can't pick which one it actually is. That'll do us. Happy enough with that. And the outfit's fine as well. Okay, so we'll just go and select that one. The horse skin. Skin colour. I haven't seen that before. Don't know if that's sort of new. Let's just go that way. Select. Okay, so Shadow Lord. Misdirect. I don't mind that. So that's actually fine. Shadow Lord is fine. Snow Deep. Humanoid Watchers. Nolmok. That'll do. I'm happy enough with that one. Instructor is fine as well. We'll just go in and click on onwards. Hi Began, how are you going? Mr. Supreme is saying almost got this game on the summer sale, so it's a pretty pricey if you want completed. Well, I'm sort of, that's why I'm trying to play. I don't think we chose anything that's not base game. So I don't think I was trying not to. If I have, I've done that accidentally. But what we're playing at the moment is base game stuff. Even though I've got all the DLC, I haven't actually added any DLC stuff to it. So this is all vanilla. It's probably now too late for you to get a cheaper version. Okay, so this is saying the horse skin was added, I think, an update before this. It was at least been in the game for a while now. Okay, yeah, I haven't noticed that one before. Now we start off underground. This is interesting because we don't have underground adaptation, which makes me think that we've been forced underground by the world creation, and that this may not be what we want, but we'll see how we go. So new ruler emerges. So just to go through it, so human, which is base game, dark, which is base game, astrological diviners, we just unlocked that, but this is base game. Powerful evokers is also base game. Yeah, so we have actually gone with a base game build with what we're actually doing through here. Defensive tactics, I think even all of these are just base game stuff, adaptable and mount masters. So that just means we're going to end up with more mounted units than not, which is fine. Nothing like spider mounts or anything like this, but anyway, that's going to be okay. We get Conjure Tentacle and Ice Shackles right from the start. That's good. So Nolmok is going to be the city name that we've actually now got. Just start off with a single province, and things we already know. World Seals are active, and so they're now. So we've got World Seals. Seals are present on the realm. Capturing will lead to a Seals victory. Fewer Seal points are required to achieve victory. This is a problem for us. This game won't last long. The AI will win this game with that one. If you're playing on any sort of difficulty, the World Seals become too easy for the AI. So I don't know if they've balanced that out a little bit. Underground start revealed. Okay, so that's why we're underground. So everyone starts underground essentially. And we've got a subdued umbral abyss revealed. And so in this case, now this is a DLC feature. So scrying has revealed one of the secrets of this realm. So subdued umbral abyss. So a lesser version of the umbral abyss. So there's no umbral dwellings present. Reduced amount of umbral islands with infestations, and reduced amount of umbral islands and umbral gates overall. So finding the umbral realms is going to be sort of more minimal than what it would be if we had it on standard. I haven't played an umbral start for a long time. Definitely get a constrictor. So it's going to take 5 turns at this stage to bring one of those in. And then we have orders. So let's have a quick look and see. This is our scout unit. What I want to do is have a quick look and see if they do actually start off.
They can explore the world, attack your
all these different. Looks like all of the because I'm playing with the beta, we're now getting all of the tutorial stuff. So, do we start off Swamp Camouflage? Scout unit, just see if there's anything in here that's still new. Don't think so. So mounted. Yeah, different camouflages. Back in through there for the scout unit. I was hoping that the first units may start off with that special ability, but they don't. So they don't start off with that whatever it was called that we need to get on the 10th turn. We need to find our way out of here. We do actually have a road that does lead to the north. And let's have a bit of a look and see if we can sort of spot the. You can pick the locations. We've done a lot of work on the underground. There's a big area in there as well. Okay, so that's all boxed in. Special location back over here. Not seeing anything else there. I'm looking for the way up, but I mean it could be anywhere really. Let's just go page down, and it's all black until we actually find our way up. All right, so we can't see anything else through there. Oh no, there we go. Oh, that was the Umbral Realm. Okay, so now we should be able to hopefully pick there's a watchtower there. Just trying to find a location that will take us up. There's an Umbral realm there that we're sort of semi-aware of. I'm not seeing the locations. There's another infestation there. There's another of them there. So I'm assuming that there must be something. Is that one there? No, it's just different trees. I'm not picking the points that come from down below. Just don't know which direction to head. That may be one, I think. And no, that's just the ruins. Okay, we're not seeing too much here. All right, let's go in that direction. So if we just zoom back out, just see what's underneath this one here. Page down. That's a long way away, if that's sort of all matching up. But I'm thinking that this here looks like it's fairly reasonable. So let's just move across that in that direction. The reason I want to do that is because we've got a lot of like we're slow. We're going to be very, very slow underground, so we need to get above ground as fast as we can. Okay, so we've got misdirect snow deep in through here. We do actually have another warlock with us, so we're a warlock with another warlock in through here, which is the battle mage unit. We've got the dark warrior and then also the pursuer. All right, so that'll be fine. We'll just move them all across together. And then we can take these sorts of things out at the start. So we'll just go across to building the structure. Now we don't have any boosts along just yet. In fact, it's a pretty shitty start, to be honest. I'll just go storehouse for 7 turns, and then the different units. I'll go with another dark warrior. So we'll just go that way and end our turn there. And we'll just go and kill this thing off. Just do manual combat. Saying, do I smell cheese? I don't know. All right, now we've got the so we've got this one through here with the different abilities. Actually, what have they got? I guess we should actually find this one out first. So giant beetle, just tier 1, which means that they're just going to be sort of fairly mundane with their hits. They do actually have pestilence escape, so always hits. Adjacent enemy unit sustains damage when this unit moves to the target hex and enters defensive mode. So and applies weakened, or can apply weakened. It's just got a simple melee strike. And then we do actually have these as well, which do have a jump. These are hunter spiders, so they can jump up to 3. So we'll be sort of wanting to draw them in, which means we need somebody to take the bait, or to be the bait to start with. I'll just move these up and just start to hit these guys in through here. Missed. Now, because we've got the mounts, we do end up with a few extra attacks in through here. Now we get defensive tactics. It's been weakened as well. I'm going to keep that one back. And the greys. I don't really want this to be targeted, so I'm just going to keep the warlock back. It does have 63 points. I'll just leave it back because the hunter spider will either end up in there. I've still got 2 shots even if I have to move up to there. So let's just leave that one where that is. We'll just go and similarly in through here. I want this one to be able to skim in and do some big attacks. They do better if they charge in, because these have actually got the charge strike. So the more they move before they actually do a hit, the better. So I'll just leave that one where that is. rather than moving the that unit up. Well, that didn't work all that well. So unfortunately, we can't move that one the way that we wanted to. Yeah, we can move out of the way. All of these. I do have a stab there, which is not going to be good enough. Right, what have we got in spells? We do actually have the Constrictor. And also the Ice Shackles. Target enemy unit and one sustain 14 frost damage. There's a chance we could kill this one off, ultimately. That attack actually was not according to the plan that I had. So we move that one back, and we can then kill that one off. To actually have the attack here 90%. Okay, we got rid of one of the units. Oh, I do get a chance to run with this one. Okay, well I thought that we were immobilized. Slowed. Okay, I was sure that we were immobilized. In that case, we'll just go charging in. Only got to move one though. Oh, I should have seen that before. Screwing things up. Oh, it was resisted. Yeah, we can just fire straight through the top here. Being weakened. That's good. Missed. Yeah, we don't get more than 50%. If I want to see what's going on, I can just press the control. Minus 40% obscured by obstacle. But in reality, we're getting that same problem no matter where we go. Which means we can just finish it off with this. Well, I didn't play that all out very well. Just grab myself a drink of water, be right back. Alright, so I do smell cheesy referring to looking through the fog of war. Well, it is useful if we can sort of we need to find a way out. So we've got the, that's all good. We lost a bit of, took a bit of damage there. We'll just go and close that one off. So victory through there for when we do need it. There's another one back in this way as well. That should be okay as well for us, unless there's other units there. No, there's only the two. Just these wisps. So if we go and have a, if we just go and start to move in. So I've still got these that can actually then go and move. Now, did we find anything? No, there's no way out here. I sort of relying on that being the case. So allow the AI to use spells in auto combat. Yep, that's okay. We're just going to do manual though. We do need more spears. We do indeed. We're getting another of... We don't actually have any defensive units. Now they have got cosmic bolts. So I think I'll just keep everything back a little bit. Yeah, just leave it like that. There. Missed with one of them. Wow, 2 bad misses there. Not good. Now, there's an astral membrane which will actually shock me coming back the other way. I'll go with the 25%. It's a bit risky, but I really can't afford to lose these units. We missed, but hit the one behind. That's okay. What I will do is I will now use the actually, if I use this one here, yeah, it's not going to be enough. So I'll lock both of those in. Now if I use this, it should kill that one off, but the astral membrane will kick in. If we have a look and see what that actually is, if I just go and click on the unit. So the astral membrane has got a melee attackers have a base 30% chance of becoming stunned for 1 turn, which I think, yeah, I can't quite get to that one there. I might as well do this, I think. And it was stunned, unfortunately. It didn't get to kill it, so I'll come back in with this one now. And we did resist the astral membrane there. So this one is now being, this one's still alive. This one is no longer a problem for it because it is stunned. Yeah, so this one is, so this one has got free action. So we'll just end our turn here. That's all right. Just working it down. Good. Okay, that one's through. So everyone's taking a little bit of damage. The Warlock is now leveled up, so let's just go and close that one off. Now we've got a wand of poison darts. Okay, we can grab it. I'll just go and open the hero screen. We don't really need it with this, but if we come up against somebody that is you know, has got sort of immunity to frost or something like that, we could then at least switch to this one here. This one does more damage. Oh, it's only a single attack. These are multiple attacks. So I'll confirm that equipment, and then we have the 1 level up. So, Warlock, back into here. This is a new setting that we actually end up having. So we've got the first one we have to choose is whether we go to a Hex Pact. So link the target enemy unit each turn, so suffers misfortune, it's under resistance, it's under defense, or the is that Necromancer? Blood Pact. So link with a target friendly unit while active. Any damage dealt to the caster is dealt to the target as well. Now this one then goes and adds. This one then changes. We do get the chance to switch through the middle here. This one here we end up with target gains life stealing and resurgence. Now resurgence is when this unit dies in combat, it's revived at the end of the combat if the owner is victorious. Revived units are brought back with 50% of their maximum hit points. So that sort of allows us to have one death per fight, which does allow me to then sort of use my unit more offensively. And then if we go this way, we then end up getting Hex-Seeking Bolts. Attacks and debuff abilities against the target of the Hex Pact always hits. North 3 status resistance against the target of the Hex Pact. So that one allows... Yeah, okay, and then we've got this one over here, Hex of Broken Spirit. So negative 10 morale. So this would be more about draining morale, draining misfortune. Then we have Curse. This is the major areas. Once we sort of split into one of these, we have to then choose between one of these. So target enemy units in a 1 hex radius suffer blight damage and decaying. Or Siphon Blessing. Steal all positive status effects from the target unit. Well, that's actually still not a Necromancer, is it? So it's a lot of blight damage. She kills an enemy, gets War Seeker. Okay. What else do we have? What are these special ones? Okay, so Infectious Affliction. So target enemy unit and all connected units gain afflicted for 3 turns. Then down through this side, we've got Bend, Broken Will. Awaken Corrupted Soul. Summon a tier 3 Corrupted Soul next to a target enemy unit with low morale or worse. That looks like fun, doesn't it, actually? So we can't get to that one. That one is purely hex, that little loop through there. All of these are from the hex. And similarly down through here, we can't get access to this string down here as well. Decaying War Seeker, what's that? Alright, then we've got Culling Magic. Yeah, so we're choosing this rung through here. I think we're going to go Hex. Let's go that way. It sort of opens up a few other areas that are then closed to the others. We can always come back and fix these ones up. What we can't get, like if we wanted to go that way, I can still bypass this and get this one here. Yeah, status vulnerability for 3 turns. Okay. Right, that's fair enough. So, yeah, I always liked Resurgence. Oh, that's true as well, actually. And we don't get that. Yeah, Resurgence is pretty cool, but we're not playing as a melee unit. We're playing as a... I think I'll still go this way, just to explore these different areas. Just go and confirm that one. I think it's more in theme with the character that we've got. Alright, that's good. Okay, we'll close that one off. So we've done everything we needed to do there. Now if we shift click, we pick up the multiple stacks. No, that wasn't it. Right, we'll just leave that one where that is. We'll wander up into here and just see if we can find anything else. I'll send the scout out ahead. Nothing there. We can pretty much sort of see everything that was down this way. I'll go back to the city. Just do the healing up. Right, we'll heal up fast in here. Then we'll try this road. There it is. Small monster den as well. If you just go page up or page down, and one more time, there we are, we can now see it. So it's going to have like that sort of effect. The one that we were looking at, is that one of them? I'd say yes, but it's behind other things. We'll have to get rid of this small monster den. Okay, so we've got a few different things in through here. Like we've got a entwined thrall back in through here, along with some inferno puppies. So we'll clean that one out before it wakes up. And we've got ourselves a new unit there. I will just wait a turn there and move this one back in. Empire development skill available. Alright, so we've got that one. One thing I do want to get is this one here, the excavation, just so we can start to sort of work on the underground. So, yeah, gain 150 knowledge per hero defeated in combat. Let's just save up our points for now. Let's leave those where they are. And can now annex our first province. So, what do we end up getting? We do actually have a an iron deposit through here, which will then give me better production. Now we don't actually have. This is the only area really for a farm. It's only going to give me 2, which is pretty bad. Oh, there's got an iron deposit there as well. I can move off to start to get mines and other things out this way as well. Build mine. Yeah, I'll move across this way, I think. Just get the production up and running. That's close enough. Two more turns before we get the storehouse. Now we've got the. If we can rush units, that would be ultimately be good for us. I'll grab the pursuer. So when we get to turn 10, which at the moment it is turn 5. Whoa. They've cleared that out. Okay, so unique Pantheon quest and through here, realm of the prophetess. Image of the prophetess Meshra, the radiant, appears surrounded by an imperious air. She smiles warmly. Welcome, pretender. You enter a realm already saved, enlightened by the will of the archons. You'd be wise to fall in line and join our covenant, or find yourself banished. So Meshra, the radiant, looks like holds a strong influence over the house of the realm. I don't know who she is. That bothers me at the moment. Human paladins. Palin's is a name. I have unlocked Archon material, but it hasn't actually unlocked in the game for me, and I really can't show it. So I'm now a bit worried that she's mentioned that. I believe they're created by the All-Father. I don't think that I've turned it off. I just don't know why it's mentioned. It's a Pantheon quest. I think I better start again and not make sure that this is not actually part of the of anything that we're actually doing through here. They're just humans. I also don't particularly like our start, to be honest. Doesn't like us, of course. And we've now got a few other things. Banner Lords revealed, as well as Archon Prophet revealed. Yeah, I think I'm going to start again. I would hate to be showing stuff that I'm not supposed to be showing. So I'm just going to use the same faction again. So we'll just go and start again. So we'll just go back out to the... we'll go to surrender. Might as well get our points. I did turn it off, but I am worried that it's actually somehow showing up. So, it's almost like if I sort of see anything else there, I'll just click it back on done. Yeah, it's going to be. I really don't want to be showing any Archon stuff. Okay, got a little bit of experience there, but no more level ups. Alright, so we'll go to new game again.
Choose your destination.
Just make sure that there's nothing in through here. That's Eldritch. I'm not sure what gets added in. Realms. I'm not seeing any Archon stuff. I couldn't actually unlock it as such. The fact that it's mentioning it is just worries me a little bit there. So we'll go to Unknown Realm again. Let's just try another one of those. And I'll just go back to simple this time, just so we don't have anything sort of too crazy. We'll go to hard difficulty again and leave it there. So yeah, we'll just go next. Would you like to see this custom realm? I'll go yes for whatever reason.
Starts here.
And so if we go to custom, we should then find our guys in here. I'll just go based on what we can see there. I don't think it'll be at the bottom. Could be at the bottom. No, it's not. I've forgotten his name. I've even forgotten what group they were called. It's a filter. Let's go to it's for DLCs, forms, go human. There he is. That's him. That's the one. So we'll select you. We'll just pick him up again. So this is a Warlock again. God, it's a good looking game. Such a good looking game. So Cecil's saying, well, she could be in the base if they did not add something new to her. Yeah, I don't know, and I really can't. I don't want to risk it. So it'd be diabolically bad if I was showing stuff that I'm not supposed to show. I can't wait to show the Archons, but then I can't wait to play them as well. All right, here we are above. So we're going to be playing with less of the sort of weird stuff. Starting magic, ice shackles, and conjure tentacles again. All right, so now we've got a few different things in through here. So we do actually have mega cities are revealed, and so in this case, this world allows for the construction of immense mega cities. Yet traditional expansion is impossible. You cannot absorb, migrate, or settle new cities. Okay, so we basically have to we won't have settlers essentially. Cities can perform province annexation, +5 provinces further away. Okay, so it just means that whatever cities are on the map are the ones we have to then go and play with. Go and close that one, which means we're going to be wanting to essentially take over existing cities, which is going to be hard. We do have another subdued. We had this one before, so no umbral dwellings are present, and there's reduced amounts of umbral islands. It's fine, and then we actually have surface start, so everyone starts on the surface. This is why it sort of can be difficult to choose. Like in the previous one, if we had chose underground start, we would have had benefits by being underground. But if we had had that same underground start on this one, we'd be forced to the above ground. This is actually a better start for us anyway. So we start on the top. We have a number of different things in through there. There's a mana stash back over this other side. What we are looking for here now is in the fog of war is more the to find things we can sort of explore out a little bit. Looking for these. It's not that one there. Looking for watchtowers like this. There's one to the south. Another one over there as well. Alright, and what about over these mountains? Another one back over there as well. Right, that just gives me a bit of a feel for where I want to go. So I might even go, this is the back of the map, the bottom of the map. It would be nice to know what we have. We do have roads that do lead off, and there is water through here, but let's just go and grab our scout.
You have selected an army.
And I'll start to sort of move
Armies
south.
are the core of your military strength. They can explore the world, attack your foes.
There's
and
Darkspire.
defend.
This will be so you've selected. Oh God, how do I turn all this stuff off? Settings. Off. Done. Apply. We'll just do that one. Looks like all of those settings have now changed. So we've got meeting apprehensive Darkspire. So this is Baroness Andrekia Darkwing of the Free City of Darkspire. Greets you nervously. So these are humanoid watchers, and we are the keepers of these. So this is actually our own group as well. So these are essentially like a sister city. So we're going to give Alexandra one of our Whispering Stones, just so we can start to sort of really push the allegiance up. So let me see if the people are interested. We're just going to open the screen up, and in this case, we do definitely want to give the Whispering Stone across. And what this one does is it just gives them a little, like they will then start to push forward for vassalization. So we want them to become vassals. So that's them. So she is now going to be so we'll start to sort of work in with that city. Got some ogres in here. It's only got 158. It's only a tier 2 cursed ogre. Not that one can do anything else. I think we'll actually just allow these sorts of things to just stay where they are for now until we sort of have time. There's a cartographer in through there. That road's interesting. I think it's a cartographer. You're pretty safe in the first part of it. Yeah, that is a cartographer. I'm just going to pick that one up. I'll move the others back across the other side. Looks like we could be on islands. Set the arcane research. And we'll get Constrictor yet again. And set production. I want growth, so I'm just going to go with Storehouse. And we'll just go and pick another Dark Warrior, just so we get more melee fighters at the start, just to protect our mages. Alright, that's a... now we can't essentially grab these things. This is a Bronze Ancient Wonder. We're not strong enough yet for that. We are for this. Only just. I think what we'll do is we'll come back. Get everyone sort of booked in together, or sort of locked in together. So there's sort of, this is all volcanic land out through here, which is not great. And so we should discover something about volcanic lands at some point if we find more of them. The other thing is she'll then start to encroach into our territory. Just do the scouting ahead. Okay, there's a rainbow clover back over that way. Some loot on the lava. There we go. We'll just go down and claim that one for now. Some loot down that way as well. Silver location at the top. Let's have a look over this way. Oh, here we go. Discovered Spirit Falls. Provinces adjacent to this landmark gain +5 city stability, so a farm or forester in the province gains +10 food. City with three provinces adjacent to this landmark gain unlocked recruitment of lesser tide spirits and tide spirits. And so friendly units in the domain regenerate 25 hit points every turn. Okay, that's actually looks pretty cool. So this is one of these special locations which have now been added to the map. We'll end our turn there. We'll go and have a bit of a look at this one. Grab the gold. Yeah, we'll move across. Okay, and this one here. The graveyard. Just have a bit of a look around. Okay, we'll need to clear that one out. Then we've got a Fireforged stone back over through here. I think that's what that is. Yeah, Fireforged stone in there. Okay, new Empire development skill available. Let's close that one off. Let's go back in and grab ourselves another of the pursuers. It's only turn 5. Now the first province, if I claim this one, at least it stops them a little bit from encroaching down towards us. And that's what I want to do. I don't really want... I'm thinking I'll keep Darkspire for the whole game as a vassal, even though we can't build our own cities. We're going to need to find other cities and take them over. But in this case, I'm just going to go and claim... Well, they're right next to... Well, actually, no, they're not. They'd have to go to there no matter which way it goes. I'm better off getting... That one there gives me 15. Gives me... the gold versus the quarry. Let's go with the quarry to start with. So yeah, actually Darkspire is already up there. So Darkspire's already claimed that bit there. Now they'll be wanting to get... We need to get our growth happening very, very quickly. Crack population, it's going to cost me 60. I'm going to spend this so I can get this. That just gives me, that blocks off Darkspire from encroaching too much into my territory. Even though I would prefer to have gotten this one first. So that's good. It just gives me up to level 3 now. It's nice to do that actually at the start, just to get that little bit of a boost along. But that sort of sets up the borders here. Now Darkspire is, they're neutral with us. Pact of Cooperation in 2 turns. So we're sort of going to be pushing forward with them fairly fast. There's not really much for us to see down this way. Just move them up and across. Okay, so we've got Pikachu Song has checked the leader library. Mesha is very much base game. I don't see any DLC tags on it. Yes, I was looking at that as well. But it still mentioned it, so I thought I'd better be safe. And then saying also there are a bunch of references to Archons in the game before the DLC was even announced. Yeah, maybe that's it. I just really don't want to risk that because I'm under embargoes to not do it. Scoot out of the way of this one. Yeah, it's important for the you know, for game launches and stuff that you know, the people who have are playing the games actually adhere to their you know, to their requests. You definitely want to get this here. This is something we will be wanting to expand into. Good. We've got we need to get a town hall. Select new research. Brand of Wrath. Yeah, we'll get that one. Storehouse coming in 1 turn. And our turn here. Okay, so during negotiations, Baroness, I speak to me, demands that you share your wisdom and law with her. So if we do this one here, we lose 15 knowledge per turn for 6 turns. That's a lot. A secret should be yours for a price. What do we get there? We get extra allegiance. The faster we can get to the Pact of Loyalty, the better. 5 turns to reach the Pact of Loyalty. Gold is not really a problem to us at this stage. I think I'm going to go this way. The faster we can actually get them into our sphere, the better. Okay, so trading is now enabled. Up to 2 trade resources are available, so magic materials can be traded. Good news, proceed. So open the corporation submenu. So they've got yeah, but I don't need to do that one through there. We just keep it sort of thumping through. We get the Pact of Loyalty, so we're getting closer towards vassalization fairly quickly. Produce a storehouse. That means we're going to be sort of getting faster. Now the shrine is now boosted. We'll just go and grab that one. We'll try to get boosted things as we go along. Might come back and start to clean out some of the areas. Now we've got a couple of these Dark Warriors. There's really not a lot we can see there. Molten treasure. So we need to be able to move on to the molten to be able to go and get that one, which we can't do just yet. Pangaea has been revealed. So this realm was dominated by a single enormous connected landmass surrounded by oceans on all sides. This realm consists of a single, each empire shares a single landmass. Yep, that's fine. So we're all in it in one big area. So we've now sort of noticed that it's not islands. It's just a big island map where everything is surrounded by water. Cool. And we need to find other cities to take over. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Meant to go down and kill this off. Okay, with turn 9. Now, is it going to tell me? Now, we do have water movement. We also have casting a combat spell reduces the cost of all other combat spells. I think I'll grab that. What else is coming up? Free cities with a Whispering Stone. I'll wait for that one. 125. When did we get that one? In 2 turns. Yeah, look, I'll grab that one for now then, in that case. Screwed that up. Alright, that's a stack now. Full stack. Choose the shrine. And we don't have anything else boosted. Need to get to level 4 before we can then... Sorry, level 5 before we can get the that one boosted. Just go to the workshop at this stage. And we'll keep on getting more units. There's no real benefit in going back that way. Yeah, we can't get this one just yet. Now we've got 1 turn to pick up one of the others. I'm going to grab a Dark Warrior. And then hurry recruitment next turn, just to see how that one works. Hopefully it'll tell us what's going on. Here we go. The stars have aligned. Now, it would be nice if they gave you a warning on the turn before. The stars have aligned. Your Society of Astrological Diviners see constellations of fortune return to the night sky. Your units gain aligned stars until the end of this turn. Non-hero units drafted, recruited or summoned during this turn permanently gain Born Under the Stars, which is what we want. So I can't actually go and I can't bring in anything just yet. We don't actually have any spells that are going to be useful on the world map, but in here we do. So I'm just going to go across into the Dark Warrior, and we are going to hurry production, hurry recruitment. So it'd be nice to be able to time it, but this one will be fine. And so this particular unit has got the ability, the Born Under the Stars. This unit deals 20% critical hit damage on its attacks. So it's not dramatic, but it'll help a little bit. Actually, that would have been good with the Archer. Just grab one of these to go in. Do a quick save. It's going to be an easy battle, but I'll still just do manual at this stage. So Pikachu's Sunkick. So given the launcher allows you to disable DLC, it doesn't actually show at this stage for me. So I actually don't have access to it, even though I've unlocked the Archons, but I don't actually have access with what it's doing, so I won't know that for a few weeks, I don't think. Now we do actually have less lucky there. nice if there was a... no, it's not going to... No, yeah, here we go. All of the units of the Empire with astrological diviners gain 100% critical hit chance during combat. I mean, it does make every 10th turn extremely powerful. There. Alright, that's good. This looks like a new map. I don't think I've seen this map before. In this case, I just want to lock these off. Criticals each time. Top. Alright, that'll do us. Spell ready to launch, we don't need to. Big hit here. Again, getting these criticals is nice. Try to weaken these as well. Yeah, if you time your sieges, you know, for every 10th turn, it would be pretty cool. Now the fact that it's a critical just means I can't miss. Oh, you can miss. I didn't think you could. Well, at least we tested that out. Right, that was good. But if they do hit, it's a critical hit. Okay, that's good. Hi Christopher, saying I'm curious whether there will be a third season pass with new DLCs after the release of the Archon Prophecy. I really don't know about that actually. I have no idea. Which, but yeah, it's a good question. Alright, we'll start to move back up again with this army. I've got to figure out how this new army movement works. It says you're supposed to just... Oh, here we go. Shift to add the stack to the selected stacks. Oh yeah, there we go. Here we go. This is new. We'll do that next turn. And so we've now got 2 stacks. And this is actually now a new thing that's come to the base game as well. So we produced the Dark Warrior back in through there. It's another province. I want to get the farming here. Brand of Wrath, selecting new research into here. The Tendril Labyrinth is a good one. Go that way. Produce the workshop. Now it's turn 10. Just need one more upgrade before we can get this one. I think that one there, experimental chambers. Yeah, I'll get that one there. That'll be okay. I won't bother getting any more units just yet. And we should be able to start to move our way back through. I think. Now they said that a lot of the changes they're trying to do is to make these more interesting, like the ones that you sort of then go and get. An elementalist in through there, a specialist governor, which we don't really need. Not that it really matters that much. So defender there. Defender would be a good one for us because we just don't have anyone that can do that. This is a warlock, another warlock. Spellblade. Another defender. Got a lawbringer. This one's already got level 3. I'll go that one. Now I'm going to have to get going fairly soon actually, so we weren't really able to spend a real lot of time with it today, but we'll certainly have a look at this over the coming days anyway. Again. So yeah, we've got specialist governor. Yep, that's okay. Alright, we'll recruit for 250. Now I wonder if the this is turn 11, unfortunately, so we don't get that aligned with the stars, but it would have been interesting to see if these also got that. Now, the if I go and press shift, if I go to say here, yeah, shift to add the stack to the selected stacks. So this is new now in the game. So if I go and press the shift key, because I think they're now within range of each other, if I press shift and then shift down to here, we end up with each stack showing up. So this is actually selected. This is completely new into the interface. And so what that then allows me to then go and do is, as I start to move off, I can see where the AI is going to position everyone. So I can actually sort of see where the different stacks will end up. So I can, if I move this one up to here, for example, I can then actually have it so that the other stacks end up in different positions around it. So that's as far as they can move. Let's just go and do that. So it's fast movement now through the actual groups. It'd be cool if you could actually also just group them together, but you can have up to 6 stacks doing that with your selections. So another little nice to have little quality of life change with the game, which is always welcome. So we wanted to get this one here. So we'll get that one in one turn. Alright, so we've got might go that way actually, even though we don't have it boosted at this point in time. Through because this is friendly. I would take Darkspire over if it had a better location underneath it. Okay, Sorcerer's Spire, building improvement quest. So yeah, start sizzle around you. Yeah, blah blah blah. Will you construct the conduit? Yep, so we'll do that one. Where that is. Might go up the road actually. Just keep them coming. Forced to combat against marauders. Okay, that's the Pact of Loyalty. That's good. So we're now going towards the Pact of Vassalage. So it's moving nice and fast. Why am I not seeing anything here? Oh, this is non-dark units. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. We can still enchant. So anything we do bring in... Actually, I didn't read that properly. I thought that was for all my actual units, but it's for anything that's not a dark unit. Not one of our guys. Tendril Labyrinth is now done. Selecting research. Retaliating growths. Baleful Curse. Yeah, I'll go that way. I forgot about that mana. Here we go. Come across an ogre. Yeah, tread carefully. No idea where this guy is. Move this one around and just see if there's anything else through those mountains. There was loot there. There they are. So where are they coming from? They've got a big stack there already. A whole lot of different creatures, wyverns and all sorts of stuff. So unfortunately, they've already taken sort of what we wanted. There was loot there that we should have grabbed. Actually, not just could have, should have. That's their territory, right? So that's our neighbour. Okay, we don't have anything fantastic just at the moment, but we're now going to need to encroach back up this way a little bit. So let's go back up into here. What does Spirit Falls give us? So provinces adjacent to this landmark gain city stability. A farm or forester in the province grants plus 10 food. So that's definitely going into one of those. A farm or a forester. Well, I might go with the production with the forester, and we'll see if we can just claim a few more of these locations off Spirit Falls. I love how living the map is since not this update, but the one prior to this, with the special landmarks and things. It really the game is just improving and improving. Yeah, they've actually downplaying the number of giants that now come into the world. I think that's just an ogre. I think the one that we just saw there. Okay, so we've got another tier 1. So this is the lightning blades. Yeah, we don't really need those. Necromancy back here. I sort of am tempted to go necromancy. I haven't played it for such a long time. I might just select that one just for the fun of it. Not that I have run out of time, though, unfortunately, for today.
Necromancers are the greatest healers of all, as they have the power to cure the greatest ailment itself, death. Some will fear such an existence.
Yeah, we'll go that way. But I have actually run out of time, guys, so I'm going to have to leave it here. So thanks for watching. I just wanted to really sort of have a bit of a look to see what this one does bring. There'll be a lot of Age of Wonders 4 content, so I'm not sure. I'll probably go back to playing other games a little bit. I don't know if I'll keep this one going as a series or not. I'll have to think about that one, I guess. But definitely there'll be a lot of Age of Wonders 4 content when the Archon's released, so watch out for that. But yeah, no, this is I'm liking the little changes that have come in that one there. It's sort of funny. I would have expected to choose the doubles. It does tell you there when you hover over, press the shift to add that stack to the selection. But there's no way of doing it any other way. So you'd have to sort of then be aware that that's what's actually going on. But it's still good. It's very, very good. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. So thanks for watching. Sizzle's saying, since there is a few new things that boosted undead with the new tombs. Yes. Yeah, actually, the new tomes, actually, we should actually see that one a little bit. We'll do a bit of necromancy when the Archons hit. Yeah, that'd be interesting as well, actually, to almost sort of go... well, they sort of were good, like they were brought back to life, I think, in a good way, from what I can remember of the lore. But I did love playing them. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch